Girls, what should guys stop being self-conscious about? Nothing will happen if it turns out you're not the smartest person in the room. Admitting you don't know, want, understand something doesn't make you a weakling, but an excessive desire to argue with another person turns any guy into an arrogant jerk. You reminded me of a quote: "If you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room." The ability to admit that you don't know something immediately makes you smarter than half of the people. I didn't know that. Thanks. I have some guy friends who are terribly self-conscious about the fact that they can't grow a beard. Honestly, it doesn't matter at all. I don't know what I would do without a beard. How else am I supposed to hide my face from everyone? I have 2 bald spots on my jawline that make any attempt to grow a beard look really weird. It's not that I want to grow a beard for the stylish look, although that would be nice too. I'm just tired of shaving all the time. Do a John Wick beard. Keanu has a patchy beard too, but it still looks cool. Yeah, but it's Keanu. He can do whatever he wants. I'm sure a lot of guys came to this thread to see the answer about the size of their dick. I still wouldn't believe them. This is the same story as girls' complexes about breast size. There's no point in any of this. My husband married me when I had absolutely flat breasts and when I looked like a boy. Now I'm a little older and have given birth to 2 children. My breasts have gotten bigger. My husband likes them just as much as he liked my old breasts. About being skinny, I used to be a very skinny guy, and I can say for sure that if you eat junk food, it won't last long. A warning to all teenage guys who are worried about being skinny. If you can eat anything and not gain weight, there's a huge chance that it will end soon, and you'll have the exact opposite problem. I love skinny guys. Their thin legs drive me crazy. Damn, that's me. I can't gain weight at all. It's gotten to the point where I'm embarrassed to eat when someone else is sitting nearby. Bro, you need to show off with this. Eat in front of everyone all the time. Let them envy that you don't get fat from it. Baldness. So many guys try to hide their baldness, get transplants, and constantly wear hats. Damn, just cut the sides short with clippers or shave. Most girls find it attractive. I have a friend who is starting to show the first signs of baldness. He is very calm about it, says that one day he will just shave it all off. His self-confidence is very attractive. Doesn't really matter what you have on your head. The main thing is confidence. You don't need to worry about liking some girly things. You can safely order fruit cocktails, watch romantic comedies, and sing in the shower. Contrary to your beliefs, other people don't care. Singing in the shower is something girly? I love singing in the shower, pretty loudly too. Lol. I think it all depends on what you're singing. When I'm cleaning, I love to belt out some thrash metal. It's hardly something you could call girly. I'm watching a great example right now. I'm at a pool party. There are 2 cool chubby guys here who are just standing in the pool wearing t-shirts to hide their bodies from others. And there's a 3rd heavyweight who's about 15 kilograms heavier than the first 2. He's not wearing a t-shirt and he's just having a great time, playing games with everyone and constantly joking around. Believe me, girls find this guy much more attractive simply because he's not ashamed of his body and exudes self-confidence. Do these 3 need to lose weight? Yes, absolutely, like most of us. But you don't have to be ashamed of it and deprive yourself of fun. Live your life and have fun. That attracts other people. This is purely my opinion. I'm a middle-aged woman, and I think I have some life experience in such things. I've seen a lot. Haha. About him being too fast in bed. Sir, I'm flattered. I don't see anything wrong with that. I would never judge someone for something they can't control. The only thing is, the guy shouldn't think that the sexual act is over. Don't be ashamed of your tears. Crying men are my kryptonite. I want to love them and hug them endlessly. You just found your ideal. I cry into my pillow every night. It's not that easy, because I was told all my life men don't cry. Don't be a wimp. I didn't cry for 10 years, but then my cat died, and that event broke my long refusal to cry. It was the only event in 10 years that really got to me. Luckily, I'm better now. I know a lot of guys who are wildly self-conscious about acne. I tell them that everyone has them and that everyone worries about it, but they usually say something like, at least girls have makeup to hide them. So I taught some of them how to use foundation to make them feel a little more confident. About their butts until Captain America walks into the room. Too bad you didn't write this 3 months ago when I signed up for the gym. What am I supposed to do with my pumped up ass now? You don't need to be so self-conscious about your body. You don't have to have huge biceps and a washboard abs to please a girl. Thank goodness. Pats and soothes his belly that he shouldn't worry about. Just came here for a second to boost my self-esteem. My husband told me yesterday that since he was fired, he feels like an inadequate man. He's worried that he can no longer provide for us. But I'm managing on my own for now. He's looking for a job and has started doing more around the house. For me, he would only be an inadequate man if he gave up on everything and started playing video games all day. As long as he's productive and trying to fix things, I'm happy. Singing. I love it when I'm in a cozy pizzeria and I hear the cooks singing in the kitchen. And it doesn't matter that they're not the best singers in the world. I just love it when people are happy and love to sing. I'll tell you as a cook, we don't sing because we're happy, but because it stops us from going and strangling another jerk with a lactose allergy who asks for a special pizza during rush hour when I have 40 orders on the table. How much sweet lie in this thread? Complexes about height. I know there's a popular belief that even all guys under 180 centimeters are screwed. But if a girl decides not to date you because of a few missing centimeters, then believe me, she's not worth your time. I'm short myself, but many of my tall friends date guys who are shorter than them. There's nothing wrong with that. So here I am, balding, getting fat, future bearded, short, and with a small dick. Ladies, come on! Danny DeVito, you will always be in our hearts. Don't be afraid to show emotions, especially in relationships. I know that many guys have been told that emotions are something girly, but honestly, when a guy openly talks about his feelings and doesn't try to suppress them, it improves life for everyone. When a girl feels like she's the only one with feelings, it becomes difficult for her to trust the guy, and guys are often misunderstood because they don't show what they feel. Guys, just know, there's nothing wrong with being emotional. It allows you to be honest with the people around you and happier in relationships. I don't know if this is true or not, but I've heard that a lot of guys are very self-conscious about their hairstyles. A friend of mine told me that he spends 15 minutes every morning styling his hair to look somewhat okay. Honestly, I don't pay attention to guys' hairstyles at all, unless of course they stand out in some way. I'm a descendant of Native Americans and I have terrible hair. When it's short, it sticks out in all directions. When it's long, I look like a damn Mowgli. Girls don't understand me when I complain about my hair and always compliment me when I spend too much time on it. Above were comments from guys who can't grow a beard. Here's the other side. Guys shouldn't be self-conscious about being too hairy. I love chest hair and see no problem with hair on the back and shoulders. As with everything else, yes, you may encounter girls who don't like it, but if a girl is ready to write you off because of something physical that's beyond your control, then most likely she's not the one for you. But despite all of the above, it is important to remember about hygiene. If you have a lot of hair, you may sweat more than others, depending on the climate and body temperature. But if you wash regularly and keep yourself clean, then everything is fine. Edited. Yes, and there is nothing wrong with a hairy back, legs, and everything else either. The only thing is, I might ask a guy to trim his nose hairs if they stick out, and only if they are not disguised as a mustache. I agree with every word. It makes me sad when I see guys shaving their chests supposedly because girls like it better. A hairy chest is very attractive. Agreed. But if a guy is serious about getting rid of chest hair, it's better not to shave it completely so there's no sharp stubble. Don't be afraid to seem feminine if you like a cute puppy, or if you like wearing pink, or if you're very friendly and smiley. Girls like all of this, and they get very annoyed when guys are too hung up on masculinity. 1. Don't worry too much about money. Yes, women pay attention to financially successful men, but it's just one criterion among many. If she's only interested in your finances, what will happen in a few years when you lose your job, for example? 2. Most girls don't expect you to constantly act like a macho and show your masculinity. It's all imposed on us by society. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you're scared. There's nothing wrong with saying that you're depressed. There's nothing wrong with not getting into a fight after any insult to you. There's nothing wrong with just being a living person. 3. If you like playing video games and eating pizza on weekends, then no one can reproach you for that. There are many girls in the world ready to say, "Cool, give me a slice too and the second controller while you're at it." 4. If a girl doesn't adhere to your standards, then you don't need to adjust to her standards. Relationships should be equal. You should share your lives even if you don't have big plans for each other. If you stop watching your favorite show for her, for example, then you start adjusting to her, and that's not worth it. 5. We don't necessarily need you to have a pumped up body. It's better to just eat right. Many bodybuilders have a very unhealthy diet. Besides, bodybuilders often force their girlfriends to exhaust themselves with workouts. What is pleasing to the eye is not always pleasing to everything else. And purely externally, big muscles are not liked by everyone. A lot of what girls write in this thread is, of course, great. It's just words. Beautiful words. In truth, girls care about the length of your dick and your height, and they actually find the expression of emotions to be something strange. Real life is very different from everything written above. Thank you so much for watching. Girls, write in the comments what guys should stop being self-conscious about, and I also suggest watching a video about people who have been in a coma, and don't forget to like.